Who doesn't know Hercules? He's a demigod, he did his 12 labors, and most notably, he went from zero to hero. We have seen many iterations of him on TV and films. He has been a leather trousers wearing American, Dwayne the Greek Rock Johnson type, grounded in realism, and a Disneyfied Disney hero made out of Disney. But what does Hercules, or Heracles as we call him, has to do with why we have named our galaxy the Milky Way? Our myths and legends have been our primordial response in our efforts to explain the natural world around us at a time where we lacked the capacity to do so without scientific empiricism. In psychology, our effort to put unfamiliar ideas into more familiar terms is known as effort after meaning. It is our effort to make sense of disparate ideas and control and explain the chaos with which we are presented. And as a storytelling species, our Greek ancestors achieved that by personifying the forces that they saw around them and failed to explain. And this is where Heracles comes in. He was conceived as a result of his father's famous appetite for being a creepy, stalking, raping adulterer, and I guess the king of gods as well. He deceived Alcmene into sleeping with him, to put it mildly, and thus Heracles was born a demigod, although he was originally called Alcides. Hera, the queen of the gods, and unfortunately Zeus's wife, having discovered Zeus's new creepy exploits, wanted vengeance. She sent 2 vipers to attack the infant in its cot, but Alcides, being the jacked baby demigod that he was, strangled them both. His mortal parents sought advice from the oracle Tiresias, who advised them to rename young Alcides into Heracles, meaning Hera's glory, in order to appease the queen of gods. Zeus, however, being the ever-responsible parent that he was, thought that the baby naming strategy may not be enough, so he came up with a devious plan that would surely appease Hera. He instructed Hermes and Athena to fetch young Heracles and secretly bring him to Olympus so they can place him on a sleeping Hera for him to suckle and through her divine milk become immortal and therefore impervious to her attacks. But what could have been a better way to comfort your wife? Surprisingly, though, that incredible plan kind of fell through when the eager Heracles was just too hungry and woke Hera up, who pulled him away disgustedly from her. Milk sprayed from her nipple in a great arc across the night sky, imprinting it with stars. Stars which, from that moment on, would be known as the Milky Way. And that's the story of why we call our galaxy the Milky Way. This is also the origin of the word galaxy, as in Greek gala or gala means milk. But we, the Greeks, were not the only ancient people to look up at the stars and see them as spilled milk. In Egyptian mythology, the Milky Way was considered to be a pool of cow's milk. The Milky Way was deified as a fertility cow goddess by the name of Bat. Other ancient people decided to interpret the origins of our galaxy in a non-dairy way. The Khoisan people of the Kalahari Desert in southern Africa believed that a girl who was lonely and wanted to visit other people threw embers from a fire into the sky and created the Milky Way so it can illuminate her way. The Mesopotamians believed that the Milky Way was created from the severed tail of the primeval dragon Tiamat. In Hindu mythology, the Milky Way, the moving stars and planets, are like a dolphin swimming through water. And peoples in Eastern Asia believed that our galaxy was the Silvery River. You may have noticed that some of them may have been slightly more romantic and poetic than that of my peoples, but I guess why cry over spilled milk? See you next time.